What's up, Cubs girl? Good evening. Good Wednesday evening. What's up, Tilo? How you doing? What's up? What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing this Wednesday evening? It's Wednesday. I hope this Wednesday found you and yours well. It is Wednesday. Hump day. Here come. So what is going on, everybody? I'm just coming out here for a few minutes, guys. Y'all know I don't stay out too long anymore. Hit that like button. Talking about a few things going around the news, y'all. A lot of interesting things. We got the Tupac trial, but there's one thing before I get to there. Hump day and a hot day, extremely hot. Another 101 feel like temperature day, Tilo. Hey, Maisha, what's going on? I can't do it, but I am. These are some dog days of summer. We're talking about dog days of summer, y'all. It is what it is. So, yeah. Come, girl. What's up? What's up, y'all? So, we're going to talk about a couple things. There is this case that I'm looking at. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. 62-year-old missing lady from New York went to Las Vegas. They can't find her. It's been 10 days. Um, it's been 10 days since she went missing. 62-year-old, last name Good. She is missing. Got on a bus visiting a friend, I guess. Got on a bus to go to CBS and has not been seen since then. Um, Family members are concerned because they have received certain texts. The text that has been coming in demanding money and then demanding bitcoins. So I think the bitcoins are a throw off. Where you're going to get people are going to get bitcoins from. But Yeah, they've made some demands that make the family believe that she is definitely in trouble. The first text I believe they got was the asking for money for gas, and what threw them off is that she doesn't drive. So I think she may have thrown in my mind, and I could be wrong. She may have asked for money for gas, knowing that they would think, "Wait a minute, she don't drive." So that may have been something like a hint to let them know it's not her, because they said it was strange that she would ask for money for gas because she doesn't drive. You do have Bitcoin machines. Yeah, you do have Bitcoin machines, and Bitcoins are hard to trace. So that's why a lot of people uh, demand them. And another thing is, they not really. A lot of countries did not want to use them because they have been used for these type crimes, and hard to trace. So that's why there was a lot of concerns about bitcoins, because a lot of kidnappers and terrorists like to use bitcoins because they're hard to trace. So this is why another concern. Yeah, we do have Bitcoin machines in the malls and stuff here too. So I've seen them around different places. We do have Bitcoin machines. But another young lady missing in Las Vegas. So prayers up for her and her family. Um, yeah, that's sad, 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 sad. She said the family is saying that when they called, the police did not make the case priority. The lady was missing 2 days when they made the call, but the police did not consider the case priority. So that didn't happen. Uh, so yeah, so 10 days and she's still missing. Let's what else? Oh, so let's talk about. That's one of the things I want to talk about. I don't think there's anything too. Let me think. If was anything else that I came across that I had questions about. No, not right now. I'll probably have some questions later. So talking about Tupac case, why it took so long to come to the forefront. What's up with Mr. Davis, Keffy Davis, and why is he in court right now? right? And what will come of this? What do you think will come of this? I don't know if this thing going to just taking up state time. They want to shut it down, but here's what we got: bitcoins. Yeah. Um, I guess what I was saying is that it's easy to purchase, receive. Yeah, bitcoins. It's probably pretty easy. You can go to the machine, you do an exchange. But Bitcoin now, well, what it is, you just ain't gonna go buy a Bitcoin. What is the value of one Bitcoin? What is the value of a fraction of a Bitcoin? Now remember, now Bitcoins, a whole coin. Now you can buy fractions of a coin, but Bitcoins, what are they today? They were like $60,000 a piece. So if somebody's asking for a Bitcoin, it's quoting what that Bitcoin is worth today. Everybody don't, not everybody gonna run turn. What is the Bitcoin? Well, look at the stock market for Bitcoin, and you'll tell the value today. What is the value of a Bitcoin today? All you gotta do is look at the stock price and see what is the value today, and it could drop drastically. I've dealt with Bitcoins. You could, it could be worth back in the day, especially if it's still volatile. Bitcoins are volatile, especially back in the day. You could have a $19,000 Bitcoin today, and that thing be worth $7,000 tomorrow. So you could have $60,000, a Bitcoin value that's $60,000 today, and if the market drop on it, it's down to $25,000. So Bitcoins is, just see the value today, because if you look at today's value, that is the sale of one Bitcoin. It could be $65,000 today, $20,000, $25,000 tomorrow. So it's a volatile type of thing. So yeah, but it's not sometimes untraceable. So yeah, um, yeah. So I don't even know today what Bitcoin worth. It. I haven't been following the market on it, so I can't even tell you what one Bitcoin is worth today. I got into the market when Bitcoins were at like $19,000. One Bitcoin was $19,000. I got into the market then, and then Bitcoins went up at sometime up to like 65. I believe may have gotten up to even 75,000 for one coin, so or more. So Bitcoins can, you can be make money today and broke tomorrow. So it's just that type of thing. But talking about Davis. So, looking at, I went and looked up and see what was going on and why is this case back in the news? Why do we have a trial going on? And apparently, and some of you guys already know what's going on. Some of you guys probably been following it for years. I was always had this conspiracy thing about it. Is like, I believe Suge Knight took him out, and I believe, now this is my hit, this is how my thinking was. I believe Suge Knight and P Diddy came to some type of agreement. He take his man, and he take his man, and then I had some other therapy, like all this other stuff. People thought that he was living another life. They called him what, Machiavelli. That he's not dead. There was so many different conspiracies going on. People swore that Tupac was like Elvis, living somewhere in a different country, because his music kept coming out, and people swore they saw him different places. I was under the impression that allegedly, that Suge Knight took his man, and P Diddy took his man, and because they were beefing and stuff, in order to end that bloodbath, they decided to take each other out. Yeah, I remember. It was so many different conspiracy theories going on, but I honestly believe, people do believe, that P Diddy has something to do with Biggie's death. His mom, Biggie's mom, says she's waiting. She's waiting. She is waiting. That lady got something. That lady knows something ain't right, but she just got to get her hands on it. She just got to get her hands on it. I think she actually believed P Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death. Now let's talk about Kefi Davis. As you guys remember, back in 2006, I guess it was. Wow. It started at the MGM. Biggie's mom is gone. No, yeah, she passed away, right? Okay. I'm lost about that Tupac thing, but I'm thinking since Diddy has been moving like he has, he may be involved. I don't, you know what I'm saying, Tilo? Back in the day, I had so many conspiracy theories about the situation, but I honestly believe P. Diddy and Suge Knight were involved in these two guys' death. But that was just back then. I don't know. Things are different. And my bad. I didn't know Biggie Mom passed away. But she always had reservations. I think she always thought that P Diddy was behind Biggie's death. She couldn't prove it. She couldn't prove it. But I think I heard an interview, and she was doing the interview, and she said if she ever found out that P Diddy had something to do with Biggie's death, I just can remember her talking about it because she heard something, but they could never prove it. So let me get back to this. Kefi, 2006, y'all know his nephew was at the MGM Graham, and Tupac and his crew ganged and beat him up. This was Tupac wasn't a member of the gang, but he was affiliated. I guess you would call affiliated with the Pyru, Blood Pyru. And of course, I believe Orlando them was with the Crips, and they beat the heck out of Orlando Anderson, which is Kefi's nephew. Kefi was identified as a shot caller, and y'all know the shot callers were in the gang, right? They're the one that got things together, tell people where to do and what to do. Now this all is allegedly, right? So 2008, Kefi gave a statement to the police, protected statement. That's why he involved himself. He told the police his part, but he was not the one that pulled the trigger. He told them that he was the one now. In order to get his statements, they promised him some type of protection, a proffer protection, as long as he gave the statement. So he told them his involvement, but he told them he was not the shooter. He described his nephew as a part being the shooter, or the other one named the other. It was four people. He was one of five people, right? So he described his nephew being involved, probably as a shooter, or somebody else, Smith or somebody else, being a shooter. He involved, but he said he supplied the weapons and he made the call under protection. By the time the police decided that they wanted to prosecutor, not the police can't prosecute. By the time the state decided that they wanted to prosecute, people were dead. People were dead. All the other witnesses that Kefi had pointed out, were gone. And nobody was talking. Ain't nobody was putting their hand on that case. Nobody was talking. Suge Knight wasn't talking. Nobody was talking. The only person who ever spoke was Kefi Davis. And he was protected. He was protected. The police protected him. Protected it, kept his statements. Didn't nothing. Because by the time they went to do anything, everybody was gone. And ain't nobody, not one witness was going to speak. So for all these years, Kefi was kept. But 30 years later, let's go from 1996, I said it was 1996 to 2019. 2019. Okay? That was 7 years ago. 2019, old Kefi Davis must have forgot. He should have stayed quiet. Yes, he gave an interview to some type of book or some type of interview, and he admitted once again the same thing he told the police in 2008. No, yeah. No, 1998. Let me see. Let me get my thing right. Was it 2008, 2006, 2008, 2008, right? 96, 98. I gotta get my. What year am I thinking about, guys? Get my years right. 2008 or 1998? 2 years later. 96? 98, right? 98. He told the same story. He put himself there. 98. He put himself there. He told the same story, but he was no longer protected. He was no longer protected. He told the story not only as a witness, he now provided evidence that he probably spoke about that uh, gave the police a little bit more to touch him with, right? So he went and spoke in 2019, told the story that he told the police, but he put himself in a situation where he's no longer just telling the story, he's providing evidence to the story, right? He's now making himself, now, I don't know if he figured, well, let me tell the story. Now, 30 years later, ain't nobody, everybody probably dead. Now, let me say some more stuff. But what he didn't know is that they kept everything. Because a lot of times they purge things, y'all. A lot of times police departments purge records. They purge a lot of things. They didn't purge this, did they? They had everything. They just waited on him. And I don't think they were actually waiting. I think when he started talking in 20, he should have just took everything to his grave. But you know what? Things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. And when you think you're going to get away with something, yes, and the service goddess, he should have just kept his mouth shut, Maisha. You got away with it, dude. You got away with calling a shot caller. You actually got away with it. They took your testimony and tried to prosecute the shooters, but everybody died before they can do anything. And you came back 20 something years later because right now you on trial, but you came back in 2019. How many years is that? You came back in 2019 and started talking, and they got you. Now, here's your defense. The defense is saying that the prosecutor didn't do anything because they really didn't believe him. And that they really didn't have a case because they thought he was like just talking out his ass. No, they didn't. They wanted particular peoples at the time. And he was, now, here's what's happening with the case. Suge Knight is not going to testify. This is going to be a hard case anyway. Because Suge Knight is not going to cooperate. Most of the witnesses and key factors are gone. And then most of them, they're not going to cooperate. They do have one person, they do have a hostile witness that is not cooperating. They're not going to talk on Kefi. They're not going to talk on Kefi. Okay? They're not going to talk. Suge Knight said, I ain't saying nothing. I'm dead here in prison. Don't bother me. Suge Knight said, I ain't saying nothing. You hear me? Nothing. So Suge Knight said, don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there. Even though, he got shot there. Even though he was in MGM that night. So they don't have people willing to cooperate. Okay? Now, the state says they got about 30-something witnesses. I don't know. They got 30 witnesses. I don't know. That's the part that doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't he want to testify that was your... Well, Suge Knight ain't going out like that. You know how it is, gang members. There ain't gonna be no state witness. Suge Knight in prison. He ain't about to put his life on the line to testify to nothing. Suge Knight is hardcore. He ain't about to be no dang state witness for nobody. Even his friend. Nah, the boy dead. He gone, y'all. Y'all ain't about to put my neck out here. Y'all ain't about to put me on a dang on what do you call it? When you got the pig on the little spit. Y'all ain't about to roast my behind up here. So he ain't about to get roasted. He is still, you remember now, he's still tied probably to, even as old as he is, he probably still tied to Pyru. So, you know, he ain't gonna come out there saying nothing, and he ain't about to testify to nothing. He locked behind bars. And y'all know he fell to the floor. You know he's scary anyway. His bait behind came in a wheelchair, fell on the floor and everything. He didn't want to go to jail. He was so scared to go to jail, man. He kind of like excuse my language. He beat up like anything. He just so yeah. Suge Knight ain't about to talk, and you ain't gonna get nobody talking. This is gonna be done on Kefi's word. I'll be surprised. You got hostile witnesses. I want to see what the state is bringing. How many witnesses the state's going to bring? The state said they got 30 something witnesses. Kefi's defense attorney saying the state just blowing in the wind. They piss it in the wind, and the piss gonna fly back in their face. That's what that's what the prosecutor's saying. Kefi's 62 years old, right? He's an old man right now. Uh, Kefi made some money. He told his story. He he made, you know, the thing about it, they're betting on that he just beefed up himself. But what the state is saying is that no, you told the same story you told us under protection. But then you kind of put yourself in, you provided more evidence, things that you probably shouldn't have known. The thing about it is, Caffey may have said things that he shouldn't have known. Remember, when you're doing an investigation, a lot of times the prosecutors are not going to tell you. Remember, they never went to court. So there's no discovery, right? So there's no discovery. The investigators may have had things that Caffey shouldn't have known. There are things that may have been done that if Caffey wasn't involved, he shouldn't have known. Maybe there are things that was in the car. Maybe there were things that they found that Caffey should have not known. But when he gave his testimony, when he gave his story to the 2019, he shot himself in the foot, literally. Right? Not really. Okay, that's not literal. He didn't actually shot himself. But when he told his story, he may have said things again that he shouldn't have known. Wait a minute. We got his story, but wait a minute. Look at the what? How does he know that? We got what how did he get this? He had to be there. He had to been the one. Things that he's saying, he should have probably not known. And that's what you got to be careful about. All right? Putting yourself in the situation, putting yourself in the place. But if you talk about evidence that has been locked away and never shared, that's when they gonna get you. Probably have some type of inside connection, says Maisha. Yep. There's, ain't nobody gonna really talk on this case. This case carries a lot of bloody hands on it. I wouldn't want to be. Matter of fact, I'm nervous talking about it. Okay? I'm nervous talking about, hey, this is all allegedly. I don't know. Hey, this is all allegedly. I'm just talking. Okay? I'm just a lonely old doggone content creator. I'm just talking, right? But, uh, yeah, Kefi talked too much. He said some things that he probably shouldn't have known. He repeated the story. And let me tell you something. They always said a person that's telling the truth going to probably repeat the truth. People that are lying can't remember the first thing. He remembered what he said. But then did he add more to it that he shouldn't have known? Maybe he thought everybody was dead. Maybe he thought all the investigators are gone. Maybe he thought nobody's interested anymore and he just gave a little bit more shoosh. He put a little bit more juice on it, and Juicy shouldn't have known about. So, yeah, so I don't know what this case is going to look like, y'all. It's first day, second day. Facts of the matter is he opened his mouth and he should have just went down quietly. But I'm pretty sure he made a pretty penny. The only reason he talked in 2019 because somebody paid him. I wonder how much money he made on opening his mouth. He's stupid when it comes to murder. The case is never closed. Yep, yeah. Many cases, they keep a cold case because the case was completely cold, and that's why they sat down for 30 years, for almost 30 years, because they had nowhere to go. Everybody was dead except Effie. Effie is the only real. He put himself in the car with them four guys. And Orlando Anderson was his nephew. And Orlando Anderson was a Crip. Orlando Anderson got stumped by Tupac and his party at the MGM Grand. They got stumped. And later that night, hurt feelings, he called his uncle. Tupac stopped me. Them boys stopped me at the MGM. Them boys, they stopped me. And of course, when he called his uncle Keffy said, "Y'all ride out. Let's go get this dang on Tupac." So Keffy and his four boys, including Orlando Anderson, they all got in the car. Keffy got everything that was needed. He didn't want to be, he didn't want his hands on it, but he described the weapon. He described what he had. He described what he gave him. And it matched whatever he gave the prosecutors were the facts. Whatever he told the prosecutor to protect himself, they were able to. He became a protected witness, okay, for the state. But they never tried. They wanted to get the people that actually put hands on Tupac. I mean, who actually pulled the trigger. Keffy was known. He said he got the weapons and he made this call. He was the one that got it, he provided, and he made the call. He admitted to that. So basically, he was protected. I don't understand how he got protected and he put himself in the car and he said he got the weapon and he said, "I'm the shot caller." How you get protected like that? I don't know. So he said, in the surface, he's under the microscope, definitely illuminated. You know I don't like that other word. Ah. Black Epstein says in the service that he's stupid. So basically, he should have just went on down the road. See, this is why, and sometimes in Italian mobs, they don't let people get old. The mobsters back in the day, you ain't gonna age out and start talking. They ain't gonna let you get but so old, because you ain't gonna get feeble-minded and stupid and start talking. So they just like to let you. They like to take you out. Big Ball Connect. Yeah, he had a lot of protection. Let me tell you something. A lot of people walked away from this because a lot of people said there was some law enforcement involved as well. There was one guy in particular. I hadn't heard them call his name in a long time. I don't even know if he's dead, but he had some connection to the uh, to the gang members as well. And I haven't heard his name. I can't recall his name, but he was on the police force. And then they said they also had. Let me be quiet now, y'all. There was a lot of different people involved, y'all. I mean, mm, law enforcement, and then I don't know if y'all heard that even the them people call. What them people call y'all? Oh my God, law enforcement. What's the name of the black organization? Um, um, is right? Is no? What is it? Um, Thank you for the clutching the services. What's the name of the Muslims? No, the Muslims. They say the Muslims were involved as well. So I don't know. Don't come after me. Black Panthers. Black Panthers. Black Panthers. I heard Muslims as well. And I heard the police. A lot of people were involved with this thing. But I don't know. I'm just saying. I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just speaking here as a content creator. Allegedly, everything. All right, y'all. And CCP, Black Panthers, Muslim, police department, police officer, but I know there was an officer that was connected either to the, I think you said Black Panther, Muslim, some one of those things they're connected to. But I heard a few different things involved. So again, if Kefi had kept his mouth shut, but everything happened for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. Yes, I don't doubt when you can't pinpoint from the top. It's a hush hush hierarchy. Yep. Like I said, I don't know how he got all that protection as a shot caller, the weapons provided. Let me tell you something. Y'all remember this was during the time when they were trying to settle the. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna tell you. Here's another reason why. Here's another piece of conspiracy. This is when the time when you had bloodbaths in the street between the Bloods and the Crip, right? Remember, if you guys were back in this time, it was horrible. There was no peace in the streets. Crips and blood, the streets were full of blood, and this was gang. At this point in time, if y'all remember now, it was crazy in the street with gangs. You know, everybody was trying to call a gang truce, right? Remember? They were trying to call a gang truce. And they were trying to. And again, conspiracy theory. You get one, I get one. Then the blood settle, right? You give up one, I give up one. I don't know what if Biggie was connected to something, but was Tupac a sacrifice to end the blood in the streets? Was Tupac a sacrifice to bring the gang to end the blood in the street? Remember, guys, the blood and the Crip was going at it. There was people. I mean, they were laying people out left and right. Was Tupac a sacrificial lamb to end the blood war? Did they want his blood to bring? Because right after that, now people started talking, and the gangs thing went down. Was Tupac a sacrifice to end the gang war? I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know nothing but nothing, y'all. This is just talk, y'all. Just talk. I don't know nothing about the Crips. I don't know nothing about the Pyru or Blood. But he was affiliated with the Pyru. He was not a gang member, even though he carried the look and the act. He was not. So do y'all think that could have happened? Nobody say nothing. Everybody quiet. Ain't nobody want. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop talking about this shit too. Shug, you don't want to talk? I ain't talking either, man. Because if you scared, I scared. Shug, I'll be like you, man. I ain't talking either. I forget this. I'm gonna delete this thing. Shit, if Shug Knight ain't talking, I'm talking either. Yep. Shug Knight. Let me tell you. Now, here's the other side of the coin. Snoop and Dre walked away. Remember now, Snoop and Dre walked away and left everything. Tupac wanted his damn masters. Now here's the other side of the story. Tupac wanted his money. He wanted his masters. He wanted his stuff back. All right, remember this. Tupac wanted his masters. That means his recordings. He wrote a hell of a lot of music that wasn't even published yet. This is why you had music coming from Tupac after his death, because that's what he wanted. He wanted the rights to his music. He wanted his catalog. He wanted his masters. All right? Tupac wasn't going. Dr. Dre and Snoop said, take every damn thing. We don't want it. We gonna walk cold away. Snoop and Dr. Dre walked away and started their own shit. Y'all remember that now, right? Tupac and Dr. Dre walked the cold away. They were allowed to walk away. They ain't asked for nothing. They didn't want nothing. Y'all keep it. We gone. And that's when Tupac and Dr. Dre got together and do their own thing. But when they walked away, Tupac didn't. Tupac was very insightful. Tupac, y'all know his mom. Tupac was a smart man. He knew he was very insightful. He was smart. He knew what it was. And for a man, for that boy that young to know he wanted his masters, he was like Prince. Prince, the same thing. A lot of these guys, young people, y'all think about it. Prince wanted his too. What happened to him years later? I heard. Think about this. Think about this. Right before Whitney Houston died, she was the man making demands for her music. Prince was making demands for his music. Tupac was making demands for his music. Thank you, and the service God is. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. All these people came through and was making demands for their rights to their masters. Whitney wanted to leave Clyde Davis. She wanted to be released. Allegedly. She wanted her shit and she wanted to leave. Allegedly. We know Prince. Thank you, in the service goddess for the sparkle. Was trying to get his stuff, and I believe he was successful. Tupac wanted his too. You gotta know when to walk away from these companies. I believe he was going to leave, but he was waiting for the right time. Oh, he was leaving. He just wanted his stuff when he was leaving. He was demanding his masters. He was demanding his music, his catalog. That's why they still had it, and that's why you probably still heard music after he was gone. He wanted that stuff. And I believe Snoop and Dr. Dre probably wanted their stuff. But they said, hell no. We done saw. We ain't want none. We gone. We gone. Thank you in the service, goddess. We up out of here. But again, allegedly, again, all conspiracy theories. Again, just different things heard throughout the years. Nothing here is all about, other than what's been said by law enforcement and Kefi D. Everything I'm saying today is based on what I've heard over the years. None of it, other than what I read from the trial and cases, everything else is allegedly conspiracy theory. Don't know nothing. His brother said that there is still unreleased music. There probably is a lot of unreleased music. It probably is. Because, are they afraid to release it? Do they have the rights to release? Did they sell the catalog to somebody? Hey, Diva, who owns the catalog? Who owns the rights now? Who owns the masters now? Who owns it? Because Suge Knight's in jail. Does the government own his music now? Did the government take it? Did the government own his stuff now and nobody's saying nothing? Maybe he has some stuff to say that nobody wanted to get out. Ooh. Ooh. What if Tupac got some insightful music that the government took the music? Huh? I'm not sure if his brother or sisters own it. I don't know. Why wouldn't they release it? Maybe the government owns it. Maybe they took ownership of it and put it in the, I don't know, y'all. I don't know who owns his masters now, who owns the rights to his music. That's still something I never heard. Diva, the boss, is in the house. Diva, what's your insight on this? And I don't know if you want to talk about it here on your channel. What you think about this Tupac case? What you think? Smoke and mirror. Smoke it. Wait a minute. Hold up. Smoke and mirror. What the hell is going on that we focusing on Tupac case? Hold up. Wait a minute. Back that choo-choo. Back it up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Smoke and mirrors. Y'all settle down for a minute. We got this case out here for a reason. Look that way. Don't look over here. Look that way. Is that one of them look that way cases? And something else is happening? You know? And now he said he was lying. You think Keefe D talked too much? And now he's saying he's lying. Yeah, now he's trying to say he lied, but he told the same story a few years ago in 1998 to the police. That's why they were able to collaborate to come back and say, wait a minute, that's the same story you told. Then you put yourself in a situation. Do y'all think this a smoke and mirror case? That we, the people, will be looking at Keefe D like we really now care if he gonna do time? Because I don't think nothing can happen, and we gonna miss something. It's just a smoke and mirror case, and we gotta look behind y'all. They got their hand behind the back, y'all. And guess what, y'all? Guess what, y'all? It's damn September. August, September, October, November. Hello? Election. Election time. Election time. I think this is a smoke and mirror case. And I don't think nothing gonna happen to y'all. Look over there. Look at this case with Tupac. And don't see what we got going on over here. What y'all got going on over there? Don't sleep on this thing. It's a lot going on, ain't it? Yeah, Diva. Don't sleep on this, y'all, Maisha. We looking at damn Keefe D and his bullshit trial. And what else going on somewhere else? What else is going on? Huh? We looking at this BS trial with Keefe D. What the heck else is going on? I just think we just got a shiny new toy. They got shiny. You know how they try to get your attention with shiny things? I think this trial is a shiny piece of shit. Excuse my language. That they want us looking at. Because something else is going on. How you doing, Liza Cooper? I know something that isn't being reported. Gary, Indiana hasn't had power. That's another thing. Gary, Indiana, y'all, they over there, they ain't got power since that storm. And people were barely drinking water. You got the USS Alabama. What is it? Alabama out there to sea. You got a lot going on. And we going to look at Keefe D. The shiny new thing that they want us to look at. And I'm just now thinking about it. Look over there. But don't look over here. Look at my left hand. And my right hand is behind my back. That's just my opinion, y'all. I think we getting hoodwinked. I think we getting hoodwinked. I think this is something happening and we're not paying attention because we're going to look at Keefe D bullshit trial. Now that I think about it, they're going to carry this trial for how long? Up until November, September, October, November, and we focus in and different things are happening. We got a woman missing in Las Vegas. We got 2 women hanging from a tree. We got another man hanging from a tree. You think it's justice, Maisha? I don't know. I hope it's what it is, Maisha, but timing is everything. It might be justice, but timing. Timing is everything. Keefe should have kept his mouth closed. I don't feel like it's a distraction either, Maisha. So you don't think it's a distraction either? Y'all don't think timing is everything? Timing. I don't know. You guys might be right. Maybe my conspiracy mind cooking in. You know, maybe it's my conspiracy thinking kicking in that something could also be happening. Sometimes I don't put it past things like this. I look at you offer me one thing, but what's going on in the background, you know? What's the big picture? You bring in Keefe Deep. He made these statements in 2019. Why are we here in 2026? Huh? He made these statements in 2019, 2020. Wait a minute, let's go back. He made the first time y'all heard him say it was in 1998. Then you heard him say the same thing again in 2019. He, but it's 2006. 2026, y'all. 1988. Keefe D made these statements in 2019, 7 years ago. Why now? He made these statements 7 years ago in a book. It took them 7 years to read the book. They slow as hell. Ain't nobody showed the book until now. When did he get arrested? Maybe I'm lost. When did Keefe D get arrested? How long has he been in jail? Because we know he did the book in 2019. When did Keefe D get arrested? Because they were paying attention to what he had to say. Well, why did they wait 7 years? 7 years to bring him to trial for something he said in 1998 and then again in 2019? 1998, 2019, 21 years. So he said something in 2019 and then he got arrested in 27 years later. And now he's going to trial 8 years later. Timing is everything. It's just mine. Y'all, I know what you guys are saying. Everything. Timing is everything. So it took them 7 years to read a book. He made his statements in 2019. 2025, 6 years later, he's in jail. And 7 years later, he's standing trial. In 2026, three months out from the election. Yep. Look over there. Look over there. I believe they knew they were just waiting for the right time. Why? What time? What do you think they were waiting on? He's 62. They were waiting for him to die? He wouldn't die. What were they waiting on? All they had is time. They had 30 years. They heard him make the statement in 2019. Why didn't they move in 2020? Why did they move right after the pandemic in 2022? Why 2025 and 2026? What is up with those 2 years? 5 years went by. I think they're hoping he would die before they brought him to trial, probably. Because they protected him in 2098. I don't know, Maisha. I think it's always, sometimes I think there's something behind something. Maybe it's just me. Sometimes I think, what rhyme or reason? Law enforcement. Rhyme or reason to wait 30 something years. And then you got evidence in 2019 and you wait another 7 years. Come on now. I hope Tupac gets justice, but I don't know because they really ain't got no cooperating witnesses. Suge Knight ain't gonna say nothing. For the organ participants are dead. They got one lady, I think one saw the car crash and everything. She's testifying. They got a female witness. I don't know what she's gonna testify to, but hey, to each his own. Hey, y'all, I'm just here for the entertainment of this. I hope Tupac get justice, but I hope this ain't no distraction. I hope this is not something just to get people not looking at whatever else is going on, because sometimes I think things are done intentionally by timing. And maybe I'm wrong too. I could be completely wrong as well. Hey, Bonnie Mitchell. I wish his mom would have been here to see this. Yeah, that's true too, Maisha. But hopefully, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Keefe D's pleading not guilty. Ain't no other witnesses in that car. All the witnesses that was in the car with him is dead. And any other court, and then the other people that was there, you got one lady cooperating, and then if they try to bring people from the jail to testify him, hell, a fair share law student will tear up anything coming from the jail. So I don't know, guys. I don't know, but it is, it's interesting to see. Let's see what happened to Caffey D. 62 years old now. He was 30 something back then. You know, and all these other people died pretty young. They must have died by the hands of by somebody else's hand, because Orlando, the four other dudes are gone. Sound like hush hush to me. Well, we shall see, y'all. We shall see. Anyway, guys, I ain't gonna stay in it too much longer. I stayed 52 minutes. I just wanted to share what I was thinking about, y'all. And thank you guys for the input. Thank you guys for the outlook. Y'all stay safe out there in this heat. Most definitely, y'all stay safe. Um, just a whole bunch of opinions, guys. I don't know. Like I said, conspiracy theories, opinions, some little facts, but other than that, you know, I hope justice come for Tupac. If Keefe D is the one that called the shots and made it happen, then he gets what he deserves. And you know, it's first, second day of fall, right? But it's 100 degrees. It's 100 degrees, and it's the second day of fall. Ah, ah. I'm tired of this heat, Bonnie Mitchell. I don't even want to walk to the car. I don't even want to go outside. I don't want to do nothing with this heat, man. I don't want to do nothing with this heat. This heat is crazy. And remember, you guys, you can support the channel with super stickers, super chats. Still trying to hang in there. Trying to get a little bit of goals going. So if you guys feel like supporting the channel, you like the content, enjoy the content, support the channel with super stickers, super chats. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all support. Thank you, Maisha, for the doggy bone. Y'all see my doggy? Y'all see? Let me tell y'all, before I go, y'all, thank you for the doggy treat, Maisha. Let me tell you. Took Kobe to get groomed. Y'all know this is Kobe's first time going to groom. I was going to take him the Sunday before, but it was too damn hot. But, let me tell y'all right quick. So it was just as hot yesterday. So I got the water. I got the bottle. I'm taking Kobe I put him in the front seat. I made sure I bought treat. I bought water and a big old gallon bottle of water and a water bowl and everything, y'all. He always clean, but he look even clean. I didn't even recognize him because they cut his hair down. I'm like, that's my puppy. He came out there and his hair was cut so low. And so I took him there, y'all. He pee over everybody. He just got so excited. He just peed up all over. And the lady at the groomer, he peed. Lady, if you don't, I gave her a nice little tip. Cause he peed on me. I know you done had many dogs. Thank you, Diva the boss. Thank y'all. You done had many dogs pee on you. Kobe pee on everything he could pee on. He just mark up, but I'm getting him neutered. Kobe's gonna be ballless on Tuesday. Yep, I'm getting Kobe neutered on Tuesday. Maybe that'll cut down him peeing up on everybody. Now look, he don't do this in the house, y'all. Okay? Got him really good. Got him really, really good puppy trained in the house. But he go around people and he get excited, he pee. And he pee up all over the nurse, the dog groomer. He said she peed up on me. And I'm like, okay. He was excited. He was nervous. He was everything. Lady, you done been pissed on. You a groomer. My dog is not the first dog that's pissed on you. Don't make me curse you out in here. She all excited. He pee. What you want? You working with dogs. They gonna pee. I know my dog is not the only one that comes in there excited and pisses on you. Shit, you should have like 5 things of scrubs back there. Because dogs are going to pee. So Kobe peed all on her. Soon as he got back there, he peed on her and he peed on her again before he left. Yeah, they pee when strangers are around. Them has nervous. Our dog sometimes does it. So he peed on her when he first met her, and he peed on her when he was leaving. He said, "Okay, you want to complain to my mama? I'm gonna pee on you again." And he peed on her again. So I don't. I gotta get Kobe good, y'all. I gotta get Kobe right. But Kobe gets in there, y'all. So you have to drop him off. So I got him in there. He going through the store. And he's like, want to smell everything, want to see everything. And so I finally got him back there. And they took him to the back and they washed him and they brushed him. He got his anal glands squeezed or whatever you do to him. He got his ears clean. He got everything taken care of, brushed, washed, clean. I also went on and got him the plan, y'all. I actually got him on the Bansfield plan where you get unlimited services. I decided to go ahead and do it. So I pay monthly for his visits. When he goes, I don't have to pay no exorbitant fees. So I'm making the monthly payments for him to go to the vet. So I don't have to pay like $75 every time we go. Because I got to keep up with his meds and his stuff like that, like his heart, tick, and flea medications. So basically, I got it all taken care of. So, but going to the vet is one thing. Going to groomers, he got his nails clipped. He got his and what is it? Anal gland squeezed. Um, what else he got? Brush and washed and brushed, and he got sprayed down with some smell good, and he got cut too. He looked so cute with his haircut, and he knew he was cute. Look, he came out there looking like, "Ooh, I look good," and so he did good, and he looks good. I had a handful of treats. So to get him in the car. Oh, his seatbelt is coming. I ordered his seatbelt, y'all. So his seatbelt will be here tomorrow. His seatbelt will be here tomorrow. So I'll have his seatbelt. Um, but yeah, so he got his seatbelts coming in tomorrow. But yeah, he just gets excited when he gets around new people. And what I'm gonna work on is just having him sit or having him not approach people or people not, because when they see him, they want to run up on him. Oh, you're so cute. I am. Watch me pee on you. Stop running up on my dog, okay? Y'all get all excited and get him excited, and he gonna pee on you. Cause they ran up, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute. Come here, boy, come here, baby boy. Pee, I'm gonna pee on you. You calling me, I'm coming over to you and I'm gonna pee on you. Y'all run up on you, y'all keep running up on him, he gonna pee on you, that's it. Okay, I'm trying to hold him back. Y'all want, oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Come here, baby boy. Pee. I'm going to pee on you. And he pees on them, yeah, each and every time. So he peed in the back. And the good thing I told him, I said, he like water. I'm like, he going to jump in the water now. I mean, he likes this. When I gave him a bath at home, he ain't scared of getting in no bathtub. So he like water. So he's not afraid of water. He'll jump right in the water. But I had to remember I had to take the water out the. He'll jump in the shower because I had to take the water out the tub because he'll try to drink the water in the tub. Now he's not aggressive. He's not aggressive. He's not aggressive. He's a big friendly dog. Even though I want him to bite, I just want him to, you know, No, I don't want him to do that because I can't afford to pay nobody. Don't sue me. So I'm glad, but he'll protect the house. You be friendly out there. Protect the house. That's the only thing you got to be good at. Don't let nobody up in here walking through the back. Okay, you better protect this house. You go play outside, but you better protect this house, man. And then this lady came with just doggone American Bully, the real deal. Y'all know Kobe's mix with American Bully and Pitt. She came with the real deal American Bully. 100 pounds of nothing but solid freaking chest and shoulders and body. This lady came with 100. She had a tactical. She had the tactical. She had the tactical. Um. Harness on him, and let me tell you, 100 pounds, y'all. American Bully. I look at my mix and I look at that American Bully. I'm like, boy, and y'all, he's short. He 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 shorted. He wide. He was wide as short. He is. He looked like a 2x2. Okay, short and not like short, but I would say he carried about maybe maybe a good foot and a half, 2 foot of wide and long. Uh, yeah, y'all use a tactical harness as well. Yeah, this thing was y'all. I wish I had taken a picture of him. He was pretty brown and white. Oh, I'm looking at Kobe. You American Bully, but you ain't boy. You definitely ain't pretty old American Bully. Cause that right there was a monster. That thing was a monster. He was all American Bully, all American Bully, and man, he looked 100 pound, nothing but solid monster. We have a Saint Bernard and normal harness wouldn't work. Man, she tried to put that damn monster on a harness like a thing like Kobe had. She's wow, but Kobe got 2 appointments. He's going to the vet on Monday to get him all things, everything I need to get done there. And on Tuesday, he's going to be neutered. He going to go get neutered on Tuesday. So he going to stop marking and man, because let me tell you, I know he smell them little hot behind females around here. He be whining, he be pulling. I'm like, yeah, we got to get you neutered. And you got to get neutered because you can't go to the. Now in I'm not sure if just all over, but in South Carolina, in Charleston, he can't go to any boarding services without being neutered. He has to be neutered to be boarded. Unless, I guess, they board him separately. But my understanding, they wouldn't. When I tried to board him, they wouldn't even take him until I get him neutered. He can't go any place right now. And I called, and they said until he's neutered, he can't come. Why? Because they don't want him dry humping. They don't want him humping the dogs and impregnating the little girl dogs. So I have to get him neutered, and he'll get neutered on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is he going to be in pain? Will they have to? How they going to protect his thing? I mean, yeah, they won't take him. They won't take him unless he's neutered. They won't take him at any of the boarding places unless he's neutered. And daycare, he can't even go to daycare because he's not neutered. So I have to get him neutered. That may just be a local laws, y'all. That may just be locally here. But no, in North Carolina too, because my friend told me, she's the one that told me that they're not going to board your dog or let him come to the daycare unless he's neutered. And she's in North Carolina. And I'm like, I don't believe that. You mean to tell me they're going to make me cut my dog balls off so he can come to the daycare? And he can go to the board and I have to board him overnight or whatever? And sure enough, when I started calling around, he had to be neutered. So I'm getting him neutered. He getting we gonna be a little whack off. And that should help with the marking. And also with him having the drive to want to go after them little nasty females out there, a little fast behind tail, little female dogs. And I didn't know that they could smell miles away, y'all. I've learned so much from my friends. I didn't know Kobe can smell a female miles away. Did y'all know that? That he can smell a hot tail female dog miles away? Anybody know that? I've heard up to like 3 miles away they can smell a hot tail female dog. So we can board our dogs, and he's not neutered, but has to have. Yeah, yes, their sense of smell is very good. I didn't know that. No, we here, Tila. We can board our dogs, and he doesn't, and not neutered, but he has to. Yeah, he got his shots and everything up to dates and everything. But he just had to be neutered before I can board him here. I can't board him here and take him to daycare here until he's neutered. So, yeah. So I'm going to, yeah. So he's going to be okay. Yes, their sense of smell is very good. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. So yeah, I went and got the plan for him and everything. Then when he turns 1, I'm going to get his dental plan, increase it to get his dental plan done so he can get his teeth clean and his gums done and everything else done. So yeah, yep, yep, yep. So Kobe, my Kobe boy, I'll tell you what, he's such a doggone crazy, nutty, funny dog. Yo, he's working on that crate too. When I have him in the crate, I come and I find this latch up. I'm like, oh, you about to open this crate? So yeah, but y'all have a good day. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. Much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for the input. Thank you, Tilo. Yeah, he's a handsome dog, man. When he came from the back, I'm like, look at my dog's face. Because he always had all that hair and everything. Man, he looked like a new dog with that little haircut. I'm like, look at him. So, yeah, he looked good. He looked good too. He be sitting there profiling and styling. So, yeah, I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Go check out Kobe profile on my wall. He looks so good, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Be blessed. Be awesome. Be the change y'all want to see in the world. And I'll see y'all later. Maisha, is that what a female dog is called? What's a female dog called? Isn't that what a female dog is called? What's a female dog called? Oh, a bee? The B word? Yeah, they call a female dog a bee. I know female dogs call it beach. But I'm up out of here, y'all. I'm gone. See y'all soon.